views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? What's up? Happy Saturday, everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming into the room as well, too. Let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Raquel? What's up, My Opinion, Not Yours? Thank you for being here. What's up, Vegas? I got my lone moderator here. Thank you, Vegas, for holding it down. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Facebook, since I played my theme song, put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me on Facebook. Because now I know how to get around that whole issue with the music thing, because this is my damn song. Well, partial owner of the song. What's up, Miss Bugs? How you doing? Shout out to all my members. I love seeing the green. What's up, Superstar Graham? Who else? Erica. What's up, Erica? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. What's up, Winnie? What's up? Shout out to my big brother, Casey. Shout out to Casey. What's up, Deborah? Is it Debota? Is it Debota? I don't know if it's Deborah or not. Is it Debota or is it Deborah? Let me know. But thank you for being here. What's up, Wucha? How you doing? Okay, Melanie, you can still hear me. Shout out to Melody. She's one of my top supporters on Facebook. I wish YouTube did that. YouTube should tell you like who your top supporters are on YouTube. What's up, Jayla? Thank you for being here. What's up, Makeup Diva? Shout out to everybody. You know, a lot of people hate when I do the intros and stuff like that. They be like, oh, you take too long with the intros. Well, that's why your punk ass should be here on time so you can get a shout out too. What's up, Ingrid? What's up, Juicy G? Thank you for being here. And shout out to everybody else coming in the room. Thank you, guys. All right. So we're going to talk about this whole Tasha K, Chelsea, Alana thing. So remember I had told you guys I had because I had watched Storm's video when he had that call with Von Ray and Chelsea. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to Chelsea and see if I can do an interview or whatever. But, you know, what she told me was that, oh, you know, it's not a big deal. I don't know why everybody's talking about it. They're making it a bigger issue, right? What's up, Red Label? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And for those of you who don't know what the joke is, I unblocked everybody, so everybody has a fresh start, and there's no more hate or anything like that. Now, am I still mad? Yes, internally I'm still mad, but I have to let go. I have to learn how to let go of things, and so that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm learning to let go of shit. Anyway, so. So, you know, Chelsea was like playing it off or whatever, right? I probably should have screenshotted her message because I wondered if she blocked me. Hold on. Let's see if she blocked me right now. Hold on, y'all. I think I may have got blocked. But yeah, she made it seem like it was a whole spiritual journey and everything like that. Remember the voice note I had left her, right? Hold on. Let's play it. I'm going to just play the voice note real quick. Hold on. Oh, did it play? Oh, yeah, my voice note didn't play. But basically, you know, she was all like, oh, people are just being dramatic, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, well, are you on like some kind of spiritual journey and stuff like that, right? And, you know, basically she confirmed that, you know, she's changing and things are different now in her life, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, you know, I could go ahead and appreciate that and I respect that. And that was it. I left it at that. Well, I listened to Conscious TV, and mind you, Conscious had a few different videos. And like on his recording, she's like talking about getting she was gonna go to news station, she was gonna write a book, and she ain't gonna be like Storm Monroe. She ain't gonna do a 4-hour live. She gonna make sure she blow this up and da 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 da. And I was like, wait, hold on. Chelsea, I didn't hear no God. That phone call that she had with Conscious TV, I did not hear no God in it. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't hear God in that conversation at all. So when she talking about, I asked her, she was on a spiritual journey and all this stuff, right? And like I was all like, wait, that phone call that you had with Conscience, that was nothing about a spiritual journey. You just wanted to make sure everything was okay. What I got from it personally was that the new man in your life, his family, his baby mama is watching all this chaos, and they are like, who the hell is this girl? And they necessarily aren't wanting you to be a part of their life because you too ratchet for them. And so now you reached out to Conscious, you reached out to Von Ray, because what you wanted them to do was take down all those videos about you and pretend like this thing never happened. And you were trying to make peace behind the scenes and be like, oh, this was all on Tasha. Like, this had nothing to do with me. And they weren't going to do that without any accountability, And I see why they recorded it, because I think it was Conscious who asked her, like, would you mind saying that publicly? And she was like, oh, no, I don't want to make this, a thing. I don't want to, have a sit down or nothing. I just want to, say this and be done with it. Okay, well, the way you were talking on that call, I see why you didn't want to have a sit down or nothing like that, because you trying to take this story to TMZ and all the news stations about Tasha K and stuff. Okay, Chelsea. And listen, Chelsea is allowed to tell her story. She's allowed to say whatever she needs to say to get off her chest. We didn't work for Tasha K, so we can't say you're not allowed to do your expose or not. However, my issue is that anything that Tasha K did, you also went along with it. Believe it or not, I argue with my moderators and like my friends on YouTube a lot, and you guys will never know about this, but they don't agree with everything I do. Honestly, they tell me not to do something and I end up doing it anyway. They know I just be doing shit, just do shit. But they do keep me in line. They do keep me in check. And I realize like, oh, okay, they're looking out for my best interest. So I'll kind of change the way I do things or say things, or, I'll make a change to my content and stuff like that. They're not, yes, Wu Chow, complicit. Exactly. She was complicit in a lot of stuff. So I don't know if her expose will hit the same way if we've seen her be more vocal about having disagreements and stuff like that, For the most part, Storm already said, all the shocking stuff, about Tasha having a dungeon in her closet and stuff like that. Like Storm kind of already, well, I guess he clarified it wasn't a dungeon, but she has a setup in her closet or something like that. Something crazy like that. Like all the salacious stuff about Tasha, Storm kind of already put it out there. She might know a few more details, but Storm kind of put all the salacious stuff out there. So it's nothing that really is going to shock us. I think at this point, everything about Tasha K, we already know. Like, do you think let me ask you guys. Do you think Chelsea will reveal anything that would shock us? Yes or no? 30-second countdown. Yes, we doing a 30-second countdown. This is my damn show. Shut the hell up. Do you guys think Chelsea is going to tell us anything that is going to shock us? Yes or no? Let's go. Yeah. Everybody said no. I don't think there was any yeses, right? Yeah, everybody said no. I think at this point, yeah, there's nothing else that would shock us. Oh, Redbone said yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I feel like she gave us everything. Like everything that needed to be exposed about Tasha K, it already has came out. I don't think there's anything else, you know. Um, yeah, nothing. I can't even think of one thing that would probably shock us and we'd be like, I can't believe she did this. Unless she was holding you against your will, or you work long hours without being compensated. Even that is more like a personal issue. Even with that, if you say like I did free work for Tasha K, um yeah, that's something that would be like a personal matter. Like that's not nothing that we would be like, oh yeah, this makes it, you know. One thing I will say is that I think Tasha K regrets dropping Storm. I think that's one of, but now believe it or not, I think her fallout with Storm is probably one of her biggest regrets. She did make a post on Twitter though, you guys, where she actually talked about this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna go cross-sided for a minute. Hold on. Let me find it with my cocked eye. Hold on. Twitter. I hate calling it X. Does anybody call that shit X? Yeah, what's up, Miss Cat Medusa? Yeah, she agrees with me too. See? Let me try to find it real quick. Tasha had this one. Uh, Tasha K. Here she is, and she apologized to Storm too. She did apologize to him. Now, I don't think necessarily they're going to be friends, but I think it was that closure, you know. Oh, well, Tasha did post this an hour ago on Twitter. She said, we decided on our end to part ways with Chelsea Alana last month. We wish her the absolute best in all of her endeavors. There will be no comment on our end on this matter. Stay tuned for upcoming events. Um, damn, where's her apology now? Did Tasha delete it? Damn, that's why you got to screenshot everything, because I think Tasha deleted it. Oh, what the heck? Uh, okay. Now, how Tasha gonna delete her? Yeah, I guess she deleted it, but she apologized to Storm. I don't know if anybody. I guess that's why people screenshot shit. But she apologized to Storm, basically said she was trying to protect her business, but she realized like Storm wasn't trying to hurt her business. Storm was actually trying to protect her. And I never really understood why. Okay, even with that, if she felt like Storm was trying to go after her business, like he wasn't, he wasn't trying to go after her business. It was basically Chelsea was caught up with that whole Von Ray issue. And I don't even blame Chelsea for the whole Von Ray thing. You know, when you horny, you horny. And sometimes you gonna do ridiculous shit when you horny. That's it. We all done ridiculous things when we was just, in the moment and shit like that. Thank you, Vegas. Yeah, we all did ridiculous shit. And so that's how I feel about this situation. She did something ridiculous, something that she shouldn't have done. And Tasha got involved with all that. Hopefully now Tasha realized she got to stay out of her employees and her associates' business. Stay out of it. Like it is not worth all of this. Like there's no Von Ray and Chelsea should not have moved in with Storm. If they wanted to work and collaborate with each other, that's fine. But once you invite people into your personal space, hell, I know about that. Once you invite people into your personal space, that's when things get a little tricky, and they got a lot of tricky, and then that's what end up happening. Now, I will say during that phone call, Chelsea did reveal something. She was all like, they falling out had nothing to do with me because they was already beefing over the whole Jaguar thing. And I was like, oh, I always felt there was something with that whole Jaguar situation because remember, Tasha didn't want to interview Jaguar at first, right? And she was like, "Nah, you can talk to Storm." And then they set her up with Storm instead of doing that interview with Armand. So she ended up getting that connection going. And then when it went viral, Tasha was all like, "Oh well, hell, let me do it." Now I know Tasha gonna try to lie and say that's not what it was, but it did go viral. And then Tasha was like, "Well, let me do an interview." I get it, right? So no matter what, I know Storm was not cool with that shit. Like, don't try to do no interview after I already did an interview with somebody. And mind you, that was before Jaguar was giving out interviews like hotcakes. Because remember, it was hard to get her on your platform. Now she just show up like that. Like, no, you go, hoo, and then all of a sudden Jag appear, right? Well, not anymore since I'm on the enemy hit list, so she ain't gonna appear on here. But you go hooty hoo, and then all of a sudden Jag appears. But beforehand, it was harder to get like an interview or have Jag pop up on your stuff and stuff like that. So now, I always just felt like that was And then it was weird because he had blocked her, and then it was some kind of tension there, and they just not being honest about it. But hey, it is what it is. But I just always felt like you're on notice. But I just always felt like it was something there with that. I think Tasha kind of showed her power. She did a power move. But honestly, it worked out great for Storm because in the end, Tasha's interview with Jag actually turned people against her compared to it doing the numbers that Storm did. So in a way, it worked out. But that's here nor there. But I do feel that with Storm and Tasha, their connection should have been a lot stronger than anything that was going on with Chelsea and Vaughn. I feel that also too, Chelsea has some insecurities. I know Chelsea is from New York, but I don't know too much about her background, But Chelsea kind of gives off this like high class Valley girl socialite. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I can kind of speak to this a little bit. I'm not a high class Valley girl, but I did grow up in the Valley. You guys know that I moved to the Central Valley when I was young, and that's where I went to middle school, high school. And so, there's a certain opulence and a certain lifestyle. I told you a lot of these YouTubers on here, they had to eat rats, watermelon soup. They had to eat stuff like that. I grew up with lobster, filet mignon, and things like that. I didn't have to eat those rats and stuff like that like a lot of these YouTubers had to. But anyway, so Chelsea kind of wants to give us or push this lifestyle like she has it like one of those social lives, like the Jada Waitas and the Aries and like those video vixens. She wants to give us this life that she has, and like, oh, I look good, look at me, oh my God, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm all like, I don't know if that's you or that's a character that you're trying to portray, but that character that she's portraying does not make her likable. I don't think she realizes that. And this is coming from somebody who likes Chelsea. I have no ill will. I know probably after this I'm gonna be blocked, but I have no ill will, no nothing towards her. But that whole kind of socialite Valley girl act that she has, it doesn't come off natural that like that's her. That comes off like a character that she's trying to portray. And especially her coming from New York, like, where are my people from New York? They got an accent and everything like that. And, Chelsea's like, oh my God, we're going to the mall. She sounds like that. And I'm all like, okay, it's not coming off natural. I'm just saying, y'all, it doesn't come off natural. That's like me trying to, talk all hood and ghetto and shit like that. Y'all already know I grew up in the Valley. So that wouldn't be natural to me to be like, oh yeah, I couldn't do that. And I wouldn't do that to y'all because that's not naturally me. you know? She is like a new on ATL. New, yeah, new on ATL. Yeah. That's what she's giving. New off of ATL. You're right. Ooh, who had greens and hot water cornbread? That sounds good. That sounds hella good. But yeah, but that kind of act that she's doing, it doesn't come off likable. It comes off, I'm better than you. Um, I'm not like you guys. I'm above you. I think back in like maybe the early 2000s that worked, but after we've been through a housing crisis, a recession. Now we're in another recession. We just went through the panorama with a whole disease that, all that stuff. That whole I'm better than you, the opulence and all that stuff. People aren't really, yeah, people aren't really rocking with that anymore. No. And I think especially because they're all like, oh, well, you're just a social media person. Like what kind of like, what are you like, huh? You're selling us a lifestyle and we don't think that it's authentic or real. That's the problem. What's up, Nadi? Ooh, ooh, ugh. Okay, so I don't think necessarily it's the sleeping around. I think it's us finding out about it. That's the point. You know, you're not supposed to know, and that's another thing too. You're supposed to leave it up to people's imagination. Like you're not supposed to know who I'm sleeping with. You're not supposed to know who the next YouTuber is sleeping with. Honestly, you're supposed to be available because you want people to fantasize about sleeping with you. So when you're like a YouTuber or social media person, you're supposed to be single and give that, you know, imagination that, you're available and you're willing and you're ready so people can have fantasies about you. And that's how you kind of build your, I know, don't laugh. I'm being truthful, y'all. And mind you, I'm single as hell. I'm not pretending. Shit, I wish I was pretending, damn it. Uh, Let me tell you, I wish I was pretending, but no, this is real and authentic. But you supposed to, give people fantasy and stuff like that. We're not supposed to know, like, you went from this person to that person to this person. Now, if you're married or in a relationship, that's one thing. Like Tasha, she's married, she with her man, boom. But we don't know who Tasha slept with before her husband and then all that, or, we don't know all that. All we know is that Tasha is with her husband and that's it. We don't know all her ins and out about her past. And I think that's the difference with Chelsea. We know all about her stuff. Somebody else who does it well, I believe, is Storm Monroe. He just lets the people talk. Like, I actually learned from Storm. Just let the people talk and say whatever they got to say. And then, he had that storyline with Love Jones. And I think that was like perfect for him to have a little storyline. And then they just kind of left it at that. Let people run with their imaginations, but they let their little storyline go for a minute. And then they're all like, all right, we done with the storyline. Let's move on to something else. And so, it is what it is. Definitely as a YouTuber, you should get a storyline too. And I think a storyline that people actually like. I think with Chelsea, the Vaughn and all that, it came off messy and not as fun and interesting as she thought it would be, And maybe she thought like, dang, I can use this guy and get a reality TV show and a deal. And it just didn't work out that way. And I don't think Vaughn, listen, Vaughn was just desperate for anybody to take care of him and, see him in a different light than being like a criminal and this guy who was just, yeah, he was in a position where anybody that would have gave him the draws, he was willing to stick it out and work it out. That's basically in his time at the time when he just got out of jail and everything like that. Because in New York they just passed this law, and let me know what it is, but basically where it lets you be able to get a job, because I guess still today, and I didn't even know this was still a thing. Like, if you have, depending on what your record is, you can't get certain jobs. I thought they got rid of that shit, but in New York, they just signed a bill or something like that. Lala Anthony was the person pushing it and behind it and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. But unfortunately, when you do go to jail, you don't have many opportunities and stuff like that. So if you see a girl, and Chelsea is cute. I know y'all be talking about her and stuff like that, but she is cute, you know? I think it's the attitude and the character, that valley girl that she portrays, that makes her ugly. But I think she is a cute girl. Oh no, that's everywhere. Oh, that's everywhere? Oh, okay. Well, wait, what's everywhere? Can you clarify? I might have missed it. What's up, Bright Eyes? Let me try to catch up to some of your comments. Tasha told her past relationship on No Jumper. Yeah, but she talked about it in like the past. It wasn't like a current, situation. And, like, you don't, basically what I'm saying is, like, you don't know all the people who she dated in and out and all that stuff. And she's telling about her life story. Where Chelsea, it's been like a current thing, like, oh, this person, that person, this person. They hid John Lennon's marriage from the public, so the crazy Beatles fans would still. Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of celebrities do. They tell them, like, you better portray that you're single and not in a relationship. A bad behavior makes a person ugly, in my opinion. Yeah. Von most Def used her. And maybe, what's up, Callie? And maybe she feels used as well too. I will say that she probably felt used by Vaughn, and I think that's where a lot of this came from. Like, she was all like, "Oh, you do me wrong? Okay, well, I'm gonna try to mess up your life." Which, putting allegations that somebody argued you and stuff like that, that's definitely wrong. That's wrong. If you have a felony, you can't get certain jobs in North Carolina too. Right, right. All states have crazy unnecessary laws keeping people with criminal records. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that, Stephanie, but New York passed something. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Uh, I forgot what it's called. New York law. All right. Oh, why is it not coming up? New York law. Did somebody put it in the chat for me? Um, all criminal records in New York would automatically sealed under new law. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's something like it will seal their records, so they'll be able to get the law. I can't think of what the law is actually called. I think it's this one, the A1029C in New York. So if you have a record in New York, they'll basically seal it so you can then get a job. Now, I think if it's something like you committed some kind of crime towards children, yeah, no, like, definitely you shouldn't be working no job with no kids and stuff like that. That's one thing. But then you got to register under the Morgan law and all that shit. So that's one thing. But I think, when it's something like a petty crime, or you used to steal, maybe you did your time, you served it, you should be forgiven for that. But that's the thing. So I understand he was probably in a position where, yeah, I'm a just rock with this. Like, I may not like it, but I'm a rock with it just because I need an opportunity. And if she gonna give me some money, I'm gonna take it. And she did it publicly, and she should clear him publicly. Exactly, exactly, Raquel. I think she should clear him publicly. It's one thing to do a phone call, but if you don't do it public, then it goes silent. Because how many times, oh shit, I know this myself. How many times somebody apologizes privately, but when they don't do it publicly, it just lets it go on and it just let it linger. How many times that has happened? It happens all the time. So he is owed an apology, like, publicly, like, hey, I was wrong for, letting this go on, blah, blah, blah. I apologize. Boom. Leave it at that. He is owed that apology. Um, I believe Storm is owed an apology as well too. No, Stephanie, that's the whole thing. That's why Vaughn and Conscious TV recorded her, because she wouldn't say any of this publicly. Now, secretly, I think they were going to record it anyway, but I do think the reason why they ended up playing it and exposing it is because she wasn't going to apologize publicly. It was just going to be a private manner, and it's all like, nah. You got to say that publicly. You got to let people know, like, I was wrong and I said this. Um, I think too, when it comes to taking, hey Erica, when it comes to taking accountability, it's important to always take accountability and just be like, hey, I messed up, I effed up, and I should not have did this. And honestly, too, I don't think there would be anything wrong with I don't think there's anything wrong with taking accountability. It's not like they're going to press charges against you or something like that. So I don't know why you wouldn't just say, like, hey, I apologize for the part that I played, and I just want to say this publicly. Like, whatever happened between our relationship, I should be a PR person for YouTubers. Whatever happened in our relationship, it didn't work out. However, I want to make sure that people know that this man did not do X, Y, and Z. We weren't perfect partners for each other, but luckily we found love with other people. Da 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 da. Boom. Leave it at that. That's all you got to say. You ain't got to make it drawn out and make it all dramatic and anything. Just leave it as it is. That's all you have to do. But her not saying anything publicly, that's what got the people angry and mad. You have to say, what the offense was publicly, and come out and make the situation right. Then for her to say she was going to apologize publicly, just not when they wanted her to. Yeah. That was the other part. You're right about that. She was going to apologize publicly, but she was going to do it at her own time. And it's kind of like, doing it at your, okay. So what I'm assuming by that, and thank you for bringing that up, Jenica. What I'm assuming by that is that she was going to apologize during that expose against Tasha K. The problem with that is that people would be paying attention to the expose and not about you apologizing to Vaughn and all these other people. That's the problem with you wanting to do an apology separately from, apology together with the expose. No. You got to do that all at one time. Because whatever information or whatever secret you got about Tasha, that's going to be overshadowed by any apology that you give Vaughn and the other people, Yeah. And then my thing is, like, it don't even have to be a video or anything like that. It could just be a statement put on Instagram. You can put it on your community wall. It does not have to be like this long, dragged out thing and like a 3-hour video. Because let's be honest, that's what everybody wants. They want like a 3-hour video so they can talk about it, drag you, make content out of it. It can just be like a little simple statement, and that's it. That's all it has to be. Just a little simple statement. It doesn't have to be something long, dragged out. What's up, Marcella? It doesn't have to be something long, dragged out. Just a simple statement, apologizing, and that's it. That would work rather than, oh, I'm going to do it privately, and then hopefully people will take down those videos from the past. No, it's not going to work like that. And, even with that, because like I said, her hope was that people took down the videos from the past and stuff like that. Here's the thing. Once it's in YouTube, once it's in the YouTube sphere, it's there forever, right? And then also, if she's worried about, the new people in her life, her man and his family watching those videos, she should be able to explain everything that she did. Like, I'll give you an example. a lot of people on here, the, a lot of people on here do not like AT2. You know, not the majority of people, but a lot of people on YouTube, they don't like AT2. So if my family were to put in AT2, they might see a video that's not in my favor or something like saying like we're exposing AT2 or calling me names and stuff like that. And they be like, hey, I watched this video and this person is going in on you. You know, why are they saying this and that? I'll be like, oh, you know, don't pay attention to it. They just crazy. They be like, oh, okay. You know, I'll be like, it's YouTube. You know, it's hard to explain. They go like, oh, okay. All right, I'll leave it alone. That's all I do. Like, it's YouTube petty drama. Don't worry about it. And they be like, oh, okay. And then most of the time, like my family, they don't even watch it or anything like that. So yeah, honestly, that's kind of like how you have to leave it. Like they just look at this, they be like, oh, this stupid YouTube shit. Negro, go get you a job. Stop this stupid you. That's what. That's more of my parents. My parents think that way. Like, go get your ass a job. Stop this stupid YouTube shit. You know, that's what they think. So they don't even look at it as anything serious. So it's weird that these people are looking at her stuff, you know, and being like, oh, you're like this and that. And it's all like, even on top of that, every video that I have made and everything that I've said online, I can stand 10 toes down on it. There's nothing where I'm all like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. If there is something, then I publicly apologize and made a correction to it. If there's anything that I'm ashamed of. Other than that, there's nothing that I'm ashamed of that I can't speak to, you know? Yeah, she did a privacy strike on Storm's video. Yeah, and then that just lets me know, like, yo, that ain't God right there. God wouldn't have told Chelsea. God wouldn't have told you to do a privacy strike on that man video. Come on now. um, hey Autumn, she said, I disagree with you, AT2. How do you make a single apology for each for such a huge, outrageous allegation? That apology needs to come with an explanation, in my opinion. Yes, I agree with that. I do agree that it needs to come with an explanation. But what I'm talking about more so, Autumn, is that people doing like a 6-hour video and then all that. So she ain't got to do that. Maybe a short little video, or she can write like an apology, like this was the time, da 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 da. But because here's the thing too, you got to think about it this way. If Chelsea gives an apology, would this change your perception about her? Because I kind of feel like now Chelsea is in the situation where she's damned if she do, damned if she don't. Let me ask you guys, let's do a 30-second countdown. If Chelsea gives an apology, will that change your perception about her? Yes or no? Yeah, I agree. She needs to do the right thing, but for the most part, it's not going to change anybody's perception. Whatever you thought about Chelsea, that's what you thought. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh well, you know, Chelsea didn't really mean. Yeah, they gonna. Yeah, I would have to see if it's sincere. Ooh, Melanie, you're right. You're right. That's the one thing. Yeah. Now, do I think she needs to do it? Yes, I do think that she needs to do it publicly. However, it's not going to change people's perceptions. And I think this is what she more or less wants them to take down all the videos, basically be all like, hey, we're cool, everything's fine. And the best thing to do, and I noticed that she's been using her YouTube channel a lot more, is to flood out the negative content with more content. When people do negative videos about me, hardly any of those videos show up when you look at AT2. And the reason why is because AT2 has so much content on the platform that the negative content all flushes out. Like, let me look at my name right now. Hold on, let me look at myself real quick. I'm gonna see if a negative video shows up. Excuse me. Which I haven't had any drama with anybody lately because I stopped talking about Jaguar, so I should be good. It would be the first video that's like a negative video that would pop up. It would be damn messy out of all. Messy with her messy ass. It would be a messy video. But like I was saying, for the most part, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first 10 videos are all my videos before you get to somebody doing commentary about me. So yeah, it works out that way. But yeah, that was the first video that I seen. But after that, okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. During my algorithm, but that's not yeah. And once you pass that messy video, after that, there's no more hate videos. It's like other videos in my algorithm, like people related to my content, but not any negative videos. Like there's hardly any. Yeah. Whew, thank God. So the best thing to do is just to put out more content and it flushes out all that negative shit, let me see. Chelsea, Alana. Let me see when you look at her name. Okay, when you look at her name, okay. Yeah. You get to 2 videos of Chelsea Alana, and then after that, Conscious, Wiley, Conscious, Storm Monroe, Conscious, Love Jones. Oh, Love Jones is live. What's up, Love Jones? Love Jones. Yeah, yeah. When you look at Chelsea, it's everybody talking about her. It's not, yeah. And then my video right now that I'm on, yeah. Damn, Chelsea. Damn. Yeah. What she needs to do is just start putting out hella content to try to flesh it out. Put out hella content to flesh it out, and then that's how you beat it. But now your stuff is out. Now we know that you got this plan to do this expose and all this stuff. Yeah. And I'm so surprised that Tasha is taking the high road. Like, I'm surprised Tasha is not dragging her or anything. Not that I thought Tasha would drag her. I just thought like she'd be like, oh, F that, all that, But no, she's not even like that. She all like, hey, assistants are what she told them on, like it's assistants are exposing each other and blah blah blah, and we're having a great week. I honestly feel like Chelsea shouldn't have called everybody up. She should have just left it as it was. She should have just left it as it was and just washed her hands with it. I think Chelsea calling everybody and trying to, be on the sly and stuff like that, she messed up by doing that. Because we already assumed that Chelsea got fired, right? Because remember, she wasn't at Tasha K's event. When I seen that she wasn't at Tasha K event, I was like, oh, she got fired. At least me. Like, didn't y'all feel like Chelsea? Okay, let me ask y'all. We won't do a 30-second countdown, but didn't y'all think like Chelsea already got fired like a month ago? Yes or no? Didn't y'all already think she got fired? Like, that's why I was like, honestly, I don't feel like she needed to reach out to anybody because, yeah, we figured you got fired. When I didn't see you at the event, who was there? Jamie, Bondi Blue. Yeah, you've been replaced. We knew you got that pink slip. You didn't have to tell us. We knew the pink slip was already there. I'm just saying, we already knew. Yeah, Jayla, yeah, y'all noticed she wasn't around. I'm telling you, she did not have to tell us. We knew you wasn't around. We knew. And that's another thing too. Tony the Closer exposed she was getting fired. Yeah, remember Tony the Closer was all like, yeah, and Tasha was asking me how she can fire you without any drama or anything like that. It was like, ooh. Now I will say this. Chelsea said that there were things that she was telling people about her, and she felt like Tasha was talking about her behind her back and all this other stuff. Now, if that's true, that's definitely wrong of Tasha, to be talking about her behind her back and then making the girl feel a certain kind of way. But my thing is like, did you confront Tasha about it? Did you say, hey, Tasha, I heard you saying X, Y, and Z? What I learned about Tasha, and now I'm probably going to get blocked by Tasha. What I learned about Tasha is that everybody is content at the end of the day. Everyone is content. So no matter how good, how bad it is, if you're content, you're content. That's what it is. Like Tasha doesn't even mind people are talking about this or anything like that. She all like, this is good for my brand. Y'all talking about my name. This is free promotion. This is what I want. She would rather have this than that whole Cardi B thing. So let me tell you that. And Chelsea already knows the game. If she studied Tasha and she knows how Tasha rolls, then she should know that, you just an employee to me. Like, okay, like I'll get another, hey, there's another you. And she found another you, I think that's the problem. She found somebody else to replace Chelsea. And so now it's like I think Chelsea felt like she had more value. And the reason why Chelsea felt like she had more value is because Tasha led her to believe she had more value when she chose Chelsea over Storm. When she chose Chelsea, Chelsea was all like, oh, Tasha's always going to have my back. She's always going to da 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 da. But I believe that Tasha had regret with her relationship with Storm. Now she deleted that tweet, so now I can't pull it up. But, she did apologize to Storm because she was all like, damn, I'm sorry that basically I chose my employees over you. It happens, Yeah, I did hear that Chelsea is pregnant. Congratulations to her. And maybe, and I do believe in this sense where Chelsea basically is now changing her life and she wants to do this whole complete 180 from what she was once known from. So she's trying to separate herself from that. But the damage has already been done and it's going to be hard for her to separate herself from it, especially if she's making phone calls to everybody and, trying to clean stuff up behind the scenes. No, I think really just moving on and being the bigger person is just moving on completely without the extra and making statements and all this stuff. Just move on completely, go in silence. That's how you really do it. That would be the best option for her. Other than that, no, it is what it is. Did y'all hit the like button, by the way? I know we're talking right now, and I went through the whole show without confirming if y'all hit that damn like button. I have a feeling y'all didn't hit that damn like button. Did anybody want to say anything? I think they fixed that echo issue with the whatchamacallit. StreamYard, I think they fixed that echo issue. Oh, I gotta take off my phone number off the other thing too. So I don't get no weirdos calling me. Okay, I'll go ahead and post that link real quick, see if anybody has anything to say. Y'all know I don't keep y'all for too long. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I wrote that down. Yep, the damage is already done. Yep. I wrote that down. Oh, yeah, the damage is already done. It's nothing that you can do or say at this time. Like, it is what it is now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh, it still says it has the bug. I thought they fixed it. Okay, let me let Nadi up here. Hey, Nadi, how you doing?
Hey AT2, how are you doing?
Good, good, good. Go ahead and sound off.
Okay, I just think Chelsea was very foolish to go back to the people that she crossed, thinking that they
Mm-hmm.
were going to be nice to her. I just think that showed how not smart she was. You know what I mean? And I agree with you, AT2. She should have just quietly went away, had her baby, and they wouldn't be playing ping pong with her on YouTube right now.
Right.
And these content creators are going to record you. They're going to exploit you.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't learn anything from Tasha at all. That's the way it
You
feels. Like
know what? That is true. Like you didn't know the game. Like you didn't think this was going to happen.
exactly. And I just thought she always felt like she would be safe and invincible. And my how the tables have turned. And I just think she should just go away and be silent. Like I don't even agree with her doing this whole expose on Tasha, like, because you were down for it. You were down
Right.
for all of it. And I
Right.
just
She
feel
need
like
to
both
leave
their
that
hands are
alone.
dirty. Like, what are you gonna gain by doing that? I don't get that. I just don't get that. And I just hope the paycheck is big enough, because I don't think she's gonna be able to recover from that, because nobody's gonna be able to trust you to work with
Right.
you.
If
And that's just my
anything,
thought.
my thought would be, why don't you become like a Tasha K? You got the formula, you got the recipe. Why don't you take it, either build somebody else up as the new Tasha or you try it?
Exactly. She would have been better off doing that. I mean, Storm drags her every chance he gets. You thought he was gonna change? You understand? Like
Hmm.
I was like,
And,
this girl got pregnancy brain or something. Like
and Raquel brings up a good point. She did get fired from Jason Lee and wrote a book on him. And so now this is going to be, that's why I'm all like, this expose on Tasha is not going to work in her favor.
I don't think so either, AT2. I think it's gonna backfire on her, and Tasha's gonna still live to see another day. You see Tasha not even responding. Like she's paying her dust. She don't care who talk about her, because she knows she gonna get dragged. She
Hmm.
knows she gonna get dragged. I just think she really messed up by trying to go back to Storm and Vaughn and stuff. Like if this man did you dirty while y'all was messing around, what you think he gonna do? Of course he wants revenge. You tried to tarnish his name, and to not apologize publicly, like that just gave me she's so controlling. She is so controlling.
Right.
Like how hard is it to just issue a public statement like, I was
Right.
in the midst of things during my employment, just apologize to the man and clear his name. But I just feel like she ruined her reputation even more.
And they were really pulling teeth with her to try to get her to admit things and stuff. And it's all like, ugh, yeah.
But this is a whole setup though, Chelsea. They couldn't wait to get you. Like chess, not checkers. Real gangsters moving silent. And
Right.
you telling them all your next moves. And they want to give it back to top.
Right.
She's just
Exactly.
coming off not looking that
Is this
smart.
how y'all do it in New York? Nadi, you from New York, right? Or Jersey?
I'm from Jersey, and no, that's not how they do it, AT2. They
Okay.
move smarter than that. I don't even think she really from New York, because she don't even have a New York accent. I got more of a New York accent than she does.
Right, you do, you do, you do. That's why I was like, wait, I think Nadi is Jersey, but I think she might be from New York and then moved to Jersey. But yeah.
No, I'll be back and forth between New York all the time,
Oh,
because it's
okay,
right
yeah.
here
See,
by
that's why
my
you got
house.
more of an accent then, yeah.
Yeah, it's right here. Like within 20 minutes, I can be in the city or whatever, whether it's on train or by car and stuff like
Right.
that. But I said, this is why she falls out with everybody. She's not smart, and she been collecting bones, trying to pull a big one on Tasha. That doesn't look good. Your loyalty lies with no one,
Right.
no one,
Your
and no
loyalty
one's gonna
doesn't lie with anyone.
It
It's very
doesn't.
self-centered and selfish.
It gives your narc just like Tasha. That's why she
Right.
lasted just the time that she lasted, because her and Tasha would marry each other.
Hmm.
The two narcs mirroring each other. That's a whole thing. Look it up. Like when two narcs, because they're both trying to one up each other all the time. So the
Right.
best way you could do is mirror their behavior. But that's probably what tipped Tasha off. Like, I'm not dealing with this girl. She don't have my best interest at heart. She done
Yeah.
slept with all my interviews and everything. It's just not cool. And now they SLUT and shaming her all over the place. Like, I don't want to
Hmm.
see that for anyone, but you lined
Right. I
yourself
don't
up
like
for
the
that.
slut shaming stuff so much. Like that's one thing. Like I won't talk about like her body shame her or talk or slut shame her.
I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. Call her many things, but like to continuously body shame her. And I could tell this get her reaching out to Conscious and Vaughn. It gave me, I'm desperate to restore my reputation. I'm desperate.
Yeah.
I'm
By the way,
desperate
Cammy
to be.
says she's from upstate New York.
Oh, that's why. They
Yeah.
different. They a little
Yeah, it's giving
different.
upstate New York, not New York, New York. No.
No, not New York. You know what I'm saying? That explains a lot. That explains a lot. But that's even a more reason. Like, if I mean, Storm Ben dragged her. So what did you think he was gonna do this time? Like, I don't know. I just think she got pregnancy brain, and I think she should go away for a little while, enjoy her baby. Because it can't be good for her mental health, hearing all of this, the body shaming and things like that. But just go away. Just go away for a little while. I think that's the best
Right.
course of
And like
action.
I said, all she has to do is keep posting content and flush out the algorithm. That way her family or whatever, they don't see it. In my opinion, not yours. Yeah, it's her and Tox were feuding at a time. Yeah. And that's the
And I
thing
think
too.
she's just scared. I just think she's scared of her new boyfriend hearing what her reputation was at her employment, which is understandable. But that's why women need to move smarter. That's why you don't mix business with pleasure and things
Yeah.
like that. Because it's because of these reasons right here. It comes back and it bites you every time.
Right. And I think her feuding with all of Tasha K's ops, and then when Tasha made peace with a lot of people, I think that really threw her for a loop too. It's all like, yeah, just don't beef with everybody that Tasha is beefing with, because sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Like I don't like Nadia, I don't expect you to beef with people I'm beefing with, and I don't beef with people that
Mhm.
you beefing with. Vice versa.
I'm a big girl, AT2. I can handle myself, and I'm sure you can handle yourself as a grown man. And I think that's a lot of the problem with YouTube. People insert themselves in
Right.
in stuff that don't even have nothing to do with her. I just think she thought she had this ride or die relationship with Tasha, and the reality is
Mhm.
Tasha is not loyal to anyone but Shet. That's it, and
Right.
her kids. You're just an
Exactly. That's the way
employee.
it should be, right?
But you're just an employee.
Hmm.
That's it.
And I think
That's
she
it.
overstepped the boundaries trying to be like in front of the camera. Like Tasha, I think Tasha has like about 5 people who work with her. I have no idea who those people are. But with Chelsea, we know Chelsea because she all up in the camera, all up in the video like Diddy. Like, get out the
Yeah,
video.
yeah,
This
just
ain't your
like Diddy.
song.
You not a rapper, Diddy. Stop it. Let the artist be
Right.
artisting
We gonna start
or
calling
whatever.
Chelsea Diddy. Diddy Alana.
Exactly. And then I
Diddy
started seeing
Alana be
her.
all up in the music video and it ain't even her song.
Well, I can tell you what gave me pause when I started seeing her pop up on different content creators' channels.
Hmm.
I was just like, what's really her motive? You know?
Yeah.
Um, I just thought that was strange. Like, I just think she should have just stayed on her channel alone. Being that
Right.
she has the reputation that developed from Tasha, because she's vulnerable and she's not that liked. She's just not that liked. Um, and then she got to remember a lot of content creators are still going to ride for Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. And I don't think they're gonna take too kindly to her like doing all this exposing. I know if she popped up on my channel, I'll be like, "What you want?" And I'll be very careful what I say around her. Cause I
Right,
mean, she's
because you
just
don't
not
know if she's gonna use it
trustworthy.
against you or not.
Exactly. She moves like a snake. I'm sorry. That's her reputation.
Yeah, you're right about that. I can definitely see that. Well,
Yeah.
Nadi, thank you for coming up. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you. Are you
thank you
using
for
an iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
That's why I didn't have any issues. Okay, got it.
Yeah. You have a good night, AT2. Thank you for
You
having
too.
me.
Thank you for coming up. And yes, Cups was right. Shout out to Cups. I'll definitely have to let her know. Let me let Autumn's mom up here. Autumn, do you have iPhone or Android?
I'm gonna tell you after this is over. Look.
Okay, I don't ever hear
Let's
an
see
echo,
how
so
it
I'm guessing
goes.
iPhone. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to tell you, I didn't know anything about this because I don't follow Tasha K. I've been stopped watching her, so this is the first time hearing about this.
Mm,
So the only thing that I'm zoning in on and going to comment on is the fact that you said that she lied about someone essaying her. So with
mhm.
that and that alone, I feel as though she needs to go have several seats. Don't worry about the internet and go away because what do they say? As a man sows, so shall he reap. So she's getting
Mm,
what she already put out there. And then if she admitted to it, however that came out, she birds of a feather flock together. You used to work for a known liar, and you're now a known liar. What else could she come back and tell us about anybody or anything that is believable or worth watching? I think that's
right,
disgusting. To me, lying, I can't stand a liar, number one, about if you lie about anything, but lying about SA is just, in my opinion, as bad as doing it. Like, who does that?
right. That's a
You know what I
no-no.
mean? Exactly. So that and that alone is the only thing that I wanted to comment on because that's disgusting and that shouldn't be tolerated. And I don't know. That's horrible. But hey, but she's getting what the company she kept. She worked with whoever she worked with. So this expose that she's supposed to do on Tasha is just gonna be mudslinging. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be
Right,
surprising. You know, you had your hands in all of Tasha's dirt and was a co-conspirator in that stuff. She probably was a co-conspirator to hers. And the one thing you said that Tasha apologized to Storm, I think she might have done that just to get under Chelsea's skin, just to be like, you know what?
mm.
I don't
That's
believe
why
that
she
she
deleted it because I can't find it no more.
correct. She ain't mean that. She's not sorry for that. That was just a dig at her. You know what I mean? That's it, and that's all. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you, Autumn's mom, for
You're
coming up. I
welcome. Bye
appreciate
bye.
you. I like Autumn's mom. I like her book. I always think she sounds like Faith Evans. She disagrees with me, but she does. Um. Anyway, you guys, let me make sure it's cleared out. Yeah. Okay, that's it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right here. I just want to say thank you guys so much for chilling with me. Like I said, I have no ill will toward Tasha or Chelsea. It's just that I had to call out because I was like, wait, I asked you if you was on a spiritual journey. And then when I listened to the recording, you talk about exposing people. Now, we're gonna have to call you to the carpet because you lied to me, you know. Other than that, y'all do y'all thug thizzle, y'all do y'all thing. We here for the commentary, we here for the drama. That's what everybody love at the end of the day, right? Either way, like I said, thank you guys for watching me. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. If this your last time, I still got the AdSense revenue, so I won. Other than that, I didn't see any super chats or anything like that. But if you cash out PayPal, Venmo, you know I always thank you later. But other than that, y'all, we out of here. Deuces, everybody. Can I get somebody on your